Today, I'm going to show you how to create eye-catching clickable thumbnails that will attract viewers to your channel. I'm going to be covering apps that you can use, advanced techniques that you can also use, and common mistakes to avoid. Welcome to Scenti's Guide to Creating Content series, where I talk about all things content creation and how to improve your content creation game. Whether you're new to content creation or looking to up your game, today's video is packed with essential tips that will help you to create aesthetic thumbnails. Think of your thumbnail as the cover of a book. It is what grabs people's attention. With millions and millions of videos on YouTube, your thumbnail needs to stand out. YouTube is a visual platform and the competition is fierce. A well-designed thumbnail can significantly increase your video's click-through rates. More people will watch your videos, and ultimately this will lead to more engagement for your channel. Let's look at some real-life examples. Look at these two thumbnails. Notice how the thumbnail on the left clearly communicates the content of this video and grabs your attention immediately. That is the power of a good thumbnail. Now, what does this tell you? Sometimes less is better. Now we're going to move over to the apps you're going to use. The good news is you don't have to be a graphic design expert to create very good looking aesthetic thumbnails. There are plenty of user-friendly apps that can help you create this. There are two apps I use when creating thumbnails. The first is PhotoGrid and the second is Canva. Both apps work similar when creating thumbnails, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to be talking about my personal favorite, which is Canva. Canva is a free online tool that is perfect for beginners. It offers pre-made YouTube thumbnail templates, a drag and drop interface, tons of fonts, colors, and elements to choose from. If you want more advanced features like the background remover or the magic eraser, you will need to go for the Canva Pro option. Canva has both a web and app interface, and they're both in sync at all times. These two apps make it very easy to get started, and they are worth considering. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of creating your thumbnails. I'm going to break it down into two key elements. The first is image selection and the second is text. Your thumbnail should be a clear and high quality image that represents the content of your video. You can either use a frame from your video, which is what I've been doing recently and I'm loving it, or you can take a specific video just for your thumbnail. You have to make sure that the video is bright and has good contrast. Faces work particularly well in thumbnails, especially when they show strong emotions. A well-lit sharp image of your face expressing some sort of emotion, it can be surprise, excitement, or even curiosity, can be very effective. Now we're moving over to text. When it comes to text on your thumbnails, you have to keep it bold and easy to read. My first rule that I always go for is to keep it short, or just add a few words that captures the essence of your video. You have to avoid overcrowding your thumbnail with a lot of text. Remember, this is the first thing viewers see. If they cannot understand what your video is about just from looking at the thumbnail, you're going to lose that viewer. You need to remember that this is what viewers see first before deciding to watch your video. If before watching your video, they're already seeing a text that is very difficult to read, best believe they're just going to scroll. Up next is fonts. For this, you have to stick to fonts that are easy to read, even on smaller screens. I suggest you limit yourself to 1 or 2 fonts per thumbnail to keep it cohesive. Some of my best fonts are Garrett, Nunito Sans, and Canva student fonts. Finally, this is the last part of designing your thumbnail. We're going to be talking about the composition and the layouts. The composition of your thumbnail is very crucial. Use the rule of thirds to place your subject or your key elements off center for a more dynamic thumbnail. Make sure that the most important part of your thumbnail, like the face and the text, are not very close to the edges, as they could be cut out when viewing this on different viewing formats. Remember, simplicity is key and you should avoid clutter and keep your layouts clean. Now that you know the basics, let's explore some advanced techniques that will take your thumbnail to the next level. The first is adding shadows and highlights. This can make your text and images stand out more. It gives this 3D effect and it adds depth to your thumbnail. The second is using gradients and overlays to add subtle but professional look to your thumbnail. They also help focus attention on the key elements. And lastly, blurring out your background. This can make your subject stand out more. This is especially useful when your background is busy or distracting and you want to place the focus on the subject. Remember, consistency is key, and as your channel grows, your audience will start to recognize your thumbnails, and this can lead to more clicks and more views. Once your design is complete, make sure to do a final check. Look at your thumbnail on different screen sizes and make sure they are still readable. When you're happy with your design, export your thumbnail in the correct format. YouTube recommends that your thumbnail be under 2 MB. So what I do to get the best quality is I set my image to JPEG, I set the quality to 100, and I set the size to 1.8. And finally, don't forget to test and analyze your thumbnail. There's a feature on YouTube that can help you do this. All you have to do is upload 3 different thumbnails, and this is going to pick the best one for you, for your audience. And that is it. You're now ready to create stunning thumbnails that will help boost your video's engagement and visibility. Remember, a good thumbnail is not just about being pretty, it is about attracting the right viewers to your content. If you have found this video helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content creation tips. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or if you have a topic you would like me to cover next. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video where I talk about how to film and edit your YouTube videos. Bye!